What do you prefer more, your silver to be big and chunky or wide and have an extra bit of profile for the designs? There's certainly something to be said about the unique nature of the Germania mints 10 ounce where they did the big Rolo chunkies. But also the design that you get and the space that you get on these coins is incredible. So let's dive in and have a look at the different sizes of the Germania mints products and which one do you like best? Microphone 1 2 3, testing microphone 1 2 3, testing microphone 1 2 3, testing microphone 1 2 3. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to this week's In Focus Friday. We are going to be looking at another set of very cool pieces of Germania mint silver. These are a little bit different though. They are the 10 ounce version, although we have also one little, I think this is the 5 ounce version, yes. These are the fat, chunky, monkey profile ones from the early days. And it's a little bit sad, I suppose, that they have disappeared and we now only have the wider profile 10 ounce, which are arguably really amazing, but you don't see a product like this on the market. And I remember when they first came out all the way back in 2020 that they were setting new boundaries. Now this is of course the Allegories version of this, but a lot of the Germania mints products, they had the 1 ounce silver and then the 2 ounce silver, 5 ounce silver, 10 ounce silver, and they were just these big chunky pieces. Really, really cool to see something a little bit different that you didn't see every day. So I thought it would be quite interesting just to see how they look, how they feel, and whether or not we should ask the Germania Mint to bring some of these types of products back. It would be quite cool to see again. So let's dive in and have a look. Now, the obvious difference here is the diameter of the face of the coin. So we can see here in comparison a 10 ounce version. And do you know what always amazes me with silver is, or any metal, gold, it doesn't have to be just silver, is that the weights here are the same. So this is a 10 ounce piece, this is a 10 ounce piece, and obviously the shape is just completely different. And you just wonder how does this fit into that shape? The mind kind of starts to boggle a little bit. But as I said at the start of the video, the fact that these are different set them apart for the Germania Mint. It really did make a name for them. And there is just something really kind of attractive about the big chunky 10 ounce reeded edge there. Of course, the 5 ounce being half the size as well. And, you know, having all of them up in sort of little platform versions together would have been a really fun and cool sight to see in some of the more modern releases, the latest releases. But at the same time, I understand why they changed the way that they were doing things, because whilst these are really cool and unique and different, the design is still the same size. So you're basically paying for, you've got the design on the reverse here, you've got that there, let's call it, you know, half an ounce worth of thickness, and you've got the top here, half an ounce worth of thickness. That's your 1 ounce coin. Now you've got, you know, 9 ounces of silver down the middle that's just extra weight, and you don't really get to appreciate the design a little bit more, which is where I think the direction change has really made these products sing, because they do have so much more detail on them. Now, I did a video not that long ago showing the kilo versions of these, so you guys need to go and check that out if you want to see the full rendition of all of these products. But the 10 ounce versions are a really nice happy medium of size versus obviously the price. You know, kilo for these products obviously a lot more expensive than a 1 ounce, but if you really want to see the intricate levels of details on all of these Germania mint products, then the 10 ounces would be my recommendation. That's why I got these particular ones out of the cabinet that I was given access to showcase and display some coins, because they really do, they fit really well in the hand. They're really nice. They are not super thin profile like some of the other 10 ounce coins that are out there on the market, so you're still getting a good heft from them, and they really do look fantastic. So there we have the other sizes in the Germania Mint range. Let me know which you prefer. Do you like the big chunky, almost like Rolo pieces, or do you prefer your coins wider with more of the design? You know, from a uniqueness point of view, I do like these chunky ones, but I think still the extra space on the coin for the design really does make it the better one for me. So we've got two incredible high relief colored versions of some of their incredible collaborative products with the Menika Polska, the mint of Poland. and they are very cool indeed. So we've got the beta fish and we've got the chameleon. So some really, really stunning pieces, and the technology that goes into these cannot be underestimated. Their R&D department, which I had a tour of earlier today, is just incredible with how much they put into these coins, the effort, the R&D, the physical, actual research that they do, and the experimentation they do to be able to get these kind of products made is incredible. And we can see the results here. So the colors on these are absolutely stunning, and they just leap out from the coin. Now I'm going to very carefully try and open. Note, this is not going to happen on these capsules. That's fine. We're just going to have to look at them through the plastic. But we can see just how amazing these colors really are, and they're vibrant, and that only comes from a lot of extra work on the R&D side. And the guys up in the R&D department were telling me just about how incredible the amount of work is to get these printed inks, these colors, and these real details to sing on the coins. It's not just an investment in the silver when you buy these products, it's the whole process, and it cannot be underestimated how good they are. So first up, let's have a quick look at the chameleon. So we can see here some of the particulars on these. So these are $5 coins, 2 ounces of silver with ruthenium coloring and numbering there. We've got 500 as a limited mintage on these particular products. And the, of course, chameleon there changing in colors. And you can almost sort of see that as you move it around in the light, that the reflections coming off are just so, so beautiful and brilliant. On the reverse, we have a really nice jungle motif. Obviously the crest of Nui there in the middle, and a beautiful, beautiful rendition of the jungle around there. Stunning piece. Now, this is a collaborative piece with the Mennicka Polska. I'm sorry for my awful pronunciation, but that's I'm not a native speaker. But it is a collaborative piece, and we've seen a number of different collaborative pieces from the Germania Mint with different institutions and banks. The Bank of Malta, for example, the Knights of the Past. Of course, there was the Odin Bars collaboration with the Royal Mint as well. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of other collaborations coming out over the next coming weeks, months, years, and it's really exciting to see. So the second one here is the beta fish. So we see there again the particulars. This is certificate number 1 of 500, so that's why I didn't tell the Cool Kids Club to quote me serial number 20 of the other coin. Number 1 is, of course, much better. The second in the series, this particular beta fish coin, really, really pretty, really great with the colors. I love the vibrant blue. This kind of blue is really my favorite. I love the ruthenium sort of background of these particular products. They really do make the colors sing out from the coin a lot more. Again, we have here, instead of the jungle motif, we have the coral reef motif going there, which is really nice. Of course, the crest of Nui there in the middle of the coin. So just really well-made stuff again from the Germania Mint, and you come to expect that from them on any products that they're making right now. And it's not just the coins. So we've seen the coins there, and the coins look fantastic, but of course, the entire ensemble, the entire product development needs to be mentioned and showcased as well. And we see here these beautiful boxes with these beautiful etch finishes on top. It's just well done, and you can't say much more than that from the Germania Mint. And any collaboration that they do, I'm sure, will do just as well in the future. So there we have some really cool, unique products from the Germania Mint. And I do want to just reach out in the last part of this video, as it's our last one that we'll be sharing, filming on location, just to say a huge thank you to the Germania Mint for their time, for their tour, and access to some of the most incredible pieces that they had for sale. I think some of my most favorite were the kilo pieces that we showcased, but it's just really incredible. The people here, everybody is so proud of what they do, is so passionate about what they do, and it's a real pleasure to have been working with them. I say working with them, you know, I just make videos here on YouTube and they send me shiny things to talk about, and I'm so grateful for everything that they've sent to us in the past, and the ability to come out and visit them and see their operations has only cemented their rank, in my mind anyway, as one of the best mints in the world, if not arguably the best for quality and production. And hopefully long into the future that will roll and reign. So well done to the Germania Mint, and thank you very much for the opportunity to see your facilities. It's been an incredible experience. So That's it from me. Cool Kids Club, serial number 1 is your special code. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks all for watching. And as always, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.